The biggest mistake I see content creators make, and the one that is the easiest to fix. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Content Creator Break Room. There is no theme song for Content Creator Break Room. I just have been bursting into song a lot today, probably because I'm leaving on a cruise tomorrow. Well, I'm actually leaving for Orlando tomorrow. I'm spending one day at Walt Disney World. I'm going on a 3-night cruise, then I'm going back to Walt Disney World, and then I'm coming home and I'm filming the whole thing. So over on my main channel, I just got done filming an entire packing video for this trip, and I showed this bag, and I promised that I would show you guys everything that's in this bag because this is everything I take in order to create content. Now, I will tell you in advance, there's a couple things not in here, chief of all being my iPhone, which I'm recording on. I have the case for my Rode microphone, but I'm actually using the mic, and also my MagSafe thing that goes on top of a tripod. That has been such a game changer for me. For years, I had the type that like clamp onto your iPhone, and those are just a huge pain in the neck. So that type is a lot better. I'll show you a photograph of the one that I'm currently using. I no longer do Amazon. I don't order from it. I don't recommend it. So I will try to source all of this for you through the manufacturers themselves. Some of them might be tricky to find, but hopefully you'll be able to find everything. So let's talk about the bag first of all. You cannot buy this bag. This bag is actually a really fun story. A viewer made this for me a few years ago, and it is like the perfect size for all of my camera gear. And I have purchased so many electronic bags, and I keep going back to this one because I just love it and it makes me happy. So there you go. Sorry, I can't recommend where you can get this because it was one of a kind made just for me. But before we even get into what's in there, let's talk about the big elephant in the room question, because whenever I meet with a new client, whenever I chat with someone who's new to YouTube, I always get asked the same question: what do I film on? Do I get a regular camera? Can I film on my phone? How high of a quality of a situation does it need to be? And I always answer the same way. Film on whatever you're going to use. I have been chief sinner of all in this regard because I have purchased approximately $1 million worth of camera equipment over my 8 years on YouTube. I'm exaggerating, but maybe not by very much. Thinking that if I just got this Sony camera or this DSLR camera or this mirrorless camera or whatever the case may be, it would up my game and my content would just push it over the top and it would be fabulous. If you are a content creator who is making videos about cinematography, about photography, if your thing is getting the absolute best shot, then maybe you need to be on a regular camera. But I don't know if y'all have seen what these iPhones are capable of lately. I'm filming this on the iPhone 17 Pro. I'm not even using the back camera. I'm using the front-facing camera, and the quality is still really, really good. So I only now use my iPhone 17 Pro and my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So now let's get into what I use. I will never say like everyone should use this product or everyone should use that product. I just think that it's also individual. What are we filming about? What kind of content do we create and what do we need? But by and large, for most of us, a good quality iPhone or a good quality Android phone with a really good camera is all you need. This is my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I'm gonna tell you before I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I don't like using it. It's not user-friendly to me. The gimbal is always, I don't know what he's doing, but he just decides that he sees something on the ceiling and he's all over the place and he absolutely drives me crazy. Yes, I have gendered it a boy because it drives me nuts. I don't like it. I'm packing it because I'm doing this trip solo and my iPhone is the only thing I have to film with. And you know where I'm going with this. What if my iPhone falls in the ocean? What if I smash my iPhone? If I'm in a city, I have protection. I can go to an Apple store and replace my iPhone in just like that. I can't do that if I'm in the middle of the ocean. So as backup, and yes, I might use it for like a time lapse. Yes, I might use it for, you know, my room tour because it does work really well. I just don't like it. I never seem to be able to find a place to put it. It doesn't just go with the rhythm of my day, and I much prefer my iPhone. If you want this though, and a lot of creators love it, it is a good camera. It does what you want it to do. I just don't find it particularly user-friendly. I bought the Creator Bundle, which came with the microphone and the wind muff. It also came with, and I have one of these little adapters for the SD card, but you can also download directly to your phone with the app if you would prefer to do that. I have the little backup battery. I got everything in here, y'all. I have the little tripod, and I have, this is the extension to the backup battery. So I have all the things for this. I just find that trip after trip, I pack it and I never use it. And I almost wasn't going to bring it this trip. And then I was like, okay, but what's going to be the plan if something goes wrong? And you do want to make sure. I mean, if you're going on a trip and the purpose of the trip, like it is for me for this trip, is to vlog it. I mean, also because I'm really ready to go on a cruise. Let's be real. You want to make sure that you have a backup. And of course, that's not going to close for me now because there's this magical way you have to load all that stuff or it won't close. Telling you, it's just a problem child. It is just a problem child. That's all there is to it. Are you going to close now? There we go. Come on. Okay, you know what? That's just good enough. Pretend that that's closed. All right, what else do I have in here? I have my Grippy from Casely. This thing has been a game changer, especially for filming in hotel rooms. I think it was $20. They're very inexpensive. You can buy them really anywhere. I like Casely. It's a good brand. It goes on the window and then this clips to the back of your phone. How it works great in hotel rooms is if you don't want to travel with a big tripod, you can just stick that on the window and it works like a dream. It works great to film in bathroom situations because you can put it on the mirror. I love this. It has really enabled me, I used it all through Vlogmas to get so many different angles and shots without having my iPhone like perched on top of books or glasses or whatever. Surprisingly big impact for very, very low cost. So yeah, this is the Grippy from Casely, and I will absolutely link that below. All right, the next thing I have is a notebook and a pen. And this is very analog of me, isn't it? But I like to take notes about the story that I'm trying to tell when I'm travel vlogging. You think you're going to remember things, but you don't. So whether it's something that I saw, let's say if I'm doing like a cruise to Europe, that I want to make sure I go back and do research about so that I can do accurate B-roll, or maybe it's an interaction I had, or just like something that I want to make sure I captured effectively, that will go in here. And I do this for every single trip. The reason, and yes, I could do it on my notes app on my phone, but remember, I'm using my phone to film. So having a notebook that's designated for me to make notes, it also helps me on the flight home. I'll start to organize my clips like in my brain, so I have that to reference. It's a game changer. And because I am a person who does really well when I write things down, it kind of cements it in my brain. Having pen and paper is a very big deal. So I have a notebook and a pen. I also have the big, huge backup battery from Anker. This thing is invaluable to me. It's heavy. It takes up a lot of space, but it has so much charge. It has 120 watts. It will charge for days and days and days. I will link it below and you can look at the specifications. There's a million of these that are smaller. I actually have a much smaller one also by Casely that goes on the back of my phone. It's upstairs in my bag. So I'll link that as well because that's good for on the go. But for fast charging, if you're going to be out of your stateroom or your hotel room for an entire day, you cannot go wrong with this. It will not let you down. And I have gone on week-long trips and forgotten to charge it, and it still had enough juice to give me one more time around with my phone. So highly recommend you travel with one of these. Then I have my microphone. Now I just recently moved from the Hollyland to the Rode. Both the Hollyland and the Rode are very good quality. They are completely compatible with my iPhone. The adapter part goes straight into the USB port on my iPhone, the USB-C port itself. And then it comes with two lav mics and also two of the little wind muffs. So I have the one that I have on, And then I have this one here, and that just clips on. Having two is great for a couple reasons. Number one, if you're worried you might run out of battery life, although the reason I prefer the Rode over the Hollyland is the battery life is way longer on the Rode, and it's never let me down. I'm finding it to be a lot more reliable. It's also more expensive, so just keep that in mind. Another thing I like about the Rode is it has a magnet on the back and a clip. So you can either magnetize it to yourself like I've done, you can clip it on, or of course you can hold it, which is, you know, what all the kids are doing now. But it's really helpful that it comes with this. One pet peeve I have on this is that there's no place to put these in here. And so that's kind of a little bit annoying, but I have a little special place in this bag where those go. Last but not least, a tiny itty bitty tripod. Now, I used to travel with my big tripod, but between what I can do with the Casely and just for a variety of reasons, I just don't. It's just big, it's bulky. I would find I would take it and I would never use it. This one is, I think, from DJI. Yeah, it is from DJI. It's on the small side. I think it came with one of the cameras that I bought from them years ago, but I can either attach my iPhone to it and use it just to stabilize a little more, or I can use it on a tabletop or wherever, and I find that's totally sufficient. It completely depends on the type of travel vlogger that you are, whether or not you need to travel with, you know, a big rig and all of the things. The thing I want you to keep in mind, oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. The most important thing, the least expensive thing in this bag and the most important thing are these little Care Touch lens and screen cleaning wipes. The biggest mistake I see content creators make, and the one that is the easiest to fix, is not cleaning your lens. It is so easy to clean the lens on your camera, and it takes your videos and your pictures and your reels and your TikToks and your shorts and all the things from a 2 to a 15. Like it game changing. So many times throughout your travels, you're going to want to use these. Pack them, use them. It doesn't have to be this brand. It could be whatever. Use a microfiber cloth if you don't have one of these, but wipe your dang lenses, y'all. I mean, it's not like I haven't done it too. I have done it too, but it drives me crazy because it's such an easy fix and it makes our content look so much better when our lenses are actually clean. So take a lot of these. I actually should probably throw in a few more and make sure you use them. Now, I will say this. When you're new to doing all of this, you're going to have to figure out your own kit, your own style. What are your must-haves? Keep in mind that by and large, you're going to have lithium batteries in this stuff, so it's going to have to go on the airplane with you. So you probably don't want to have this kit be too, tremendously large just for convenience sake. But as you're developing a kit of your own, think about efficiency, think about quality, and then see throughout a few trips, are there things that you're taking that you're finding yourself unpacking every trip and you're never really using? Because you probably need less gear than you think you do. This is the perfect size for me. It fits in my bag. It makes me happy. It's enough to do a good job, and it's enough for me to tell the story that I want to tell, which is always the point. What's the best way to vlog your trip? Tell the story well. And each one of us has our own individual style. So if you've always wanted to do a travel vlog, maybe you normally do other types of content, try. You won't know if you love it until you try. I just had a discovery call yesterday with a couple that really want to start travel vlogging. And I said, it's one of those things that you either love it or you hate it, and you'll never know until you try. So I hope this gave you some good thoughts for equipment. This is a baby channel. This is my third YouTube channel. We aren't even monetized yet over here. So if you would like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. And whatever you're doing, keep creating, because your story matters and the world needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next video.